thanks for joining. My name is Paula Gorry and I'm responsible for Stampin' Up UK, and I'm excited to be here with Charlotte today, so welcome Charlotte.
Thanks, hello.
Charlotte's going to be showing us some fun techniques, so I can't wait to get started. How about you, Charlotte?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's go.
Today's technique video is going to be about chevrons. Chevrons are like really trendy at the moment. We have a lot in our program, whether they're stamps or ribbons, designer papers, punches, texturized embossing folders for the big shot, accessories. You're going to see chevrons everywhere, and they are just really wonderful. But the techniques I want to show you today is going to be based on this little guy, the Chevron Border punch. So I'm really liking this punch because it can just do a little bit more than what it's supposed to. Punches open at the bottom, they spring open, and it's as easy as following the pattern on the baseboard. Just insert a piece of paper, hold it flat up to the back, and punch down. You get a nice crisp impression. To expand that, to make a border, just insert it again into the punch, following the silver lines, and move down. Like so. There's a possibility to make the little chevrons wider as well. Take the last one, insert it right to the back. Make sure it's on the line and punch down again. And you see the chevrons are a little bit wider. You've got a little fuzzle, you just sort of knick it away with your fingernail. And you'll see how you can change the shape of those. So the point with making bigger or even smaller chevrons is the key phrase, practice makes perfect. And you've really got to experiment. You can even bring in ultra fine lines just by moving the chevrons more to the left or more to the right. Practice, practice, practice. Another fun one is this, where we connect the chevrons. In this case, you're going to find when you tilt your punch, you're going to find two silver lines here on the bottom. That's the beginning of this arrow and the ends of this arrow. So what I've done is I've taken a marker and just made them a little bit longer so I can actually see them. And this helps you to line up perfectly if you're going to do some fancy work. That brings it right up to the page. And then if you flip the paper over and insert it right back in on that line down there, they should, fingers crossed, connect up like that. Another fun thing is if you have a couple of lines of chevron borders and cut them out, you can interlock them. If you have two stripes, they can easily lock into each other to make another pretty border. Just bring them over this and just click them into each other. And the fun part of this is you can move it and make all kinds of different patterns. As trellis or diamonds. That's my border, and I just kind of thought it was a little bit romantic looking, so I'm going to finish off this scrapbooking page eventually. Obviously I would cut those to size, add my photo, and the plan is to add a few little embellishments and maybe just stick some little branches and leaves in here. Of course the idea is to have a few hearts and flowers tucked away somewhere. I've still got to play with this. Can't have wedding pictures without a few hearts. So that's the idea, and I'm going to keep on playing with that until I'm happy with it. But it should look really cute. when it's done. Right now, I think the question is, what do you do with all the bits? Because you've done your borders and you've collected a ton of these. Well, you keep them, don't you? This is what you can do with a ton of bits. You can send lots of hugs and kisses. You can collect them until you have tons of them and stick them on birthday cards, simple with glue. You can join them all up you can get really fancy and cut each one of them in half, right down the middle, in different colors, and then puzzle them into a pattern. Just like that. You can finish off a scrapbooking page as a little quick highlight. Hey, Duke. Or you can collect really tiny small bits and make borders on practically anything. So you can just play about to your heart's content. It really doesn't have to have any sense or meaning. You just have to be a little bit patient and have a lot of fun playing around with this chevron punch. There we go, a smiley. So I hope you found a little inspiration with the chevron punch today. I'd like to see your projects too, so post them on Facebook.
Well, Charlotte, thank you for sharing your creative tips with us.
You're welcome.
I hope you've been inspired by Charlotte's creative sharing, and I hope to see you again very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye-bye.